will not move, whereas the oil can seep through the gun and of course cause the wood to weaken over many years. This is your lug, which is the pivot lug. It's about it really. Really nice thick nickel plated steel receiver. That's pretty much all there is for the receiver. The barrels, of course the fore end's attached at the moment. Really nice piece of jewelling on the side here, both sides. Nice touch. Nice wide tapered rib. There's a bead at the end. It's just the standard white bead. Nice white bead. Does unscrew. I have ordered a fibre optic bead, and you can also order plain steel beads from Beretta. Costs €7 each. That's a pretty good deal. Does have a ventilated rib. These are your ejectors. Of course, they are spring loaded. On the bottom here, you'll find the takedown latch. So you pull that catch up, and the fore end is removed. To remove the ejectors, I won't do it now, but basically you push them in. Well, actually I could do it. Push them in and then twist them out. As you can see, they twist out quite easily. There's your spring assembly, which provides the pressure, and put them back in reverse. Just put the, it's quite hard to do on camera, and just push them in and twist them back in. Assembling the gun, very easy to do. Oh, by the way, your proof marks are underneath the barrel. You can see they're marked here. This gun isn't steel shot proofed, although it can handle steel shot. As long as you're not using the heavy magnum loads, you should be fine. I was just on the phone to the GMK representative and asked him about that today, and he said it's absolutely fine for your light steel loads, but not for your heavy loads. So to put the barrels onto the action, take it, just hook it in like that. It can be a bit fiddly just getting it. It's really difficult behind the camera, but you hook it in like that, and then just close it, and then you insert your fore end like so. Open the gun, like I say, break the lever and pull down, and that is the sound of it cocking and ejecting. So here's some snap caps. By the way, the gun is of course empty. Make sure you always store your gun empty. Load that like so. Close the action, and that's that. So of course, you never want to dry fire a shotgun. Ideally, it can hack it, but I don't recommend it. The parts will smash together too quickly. You know, they're not capable of operating at that speed, and it can cause them to wear more quickly than they would do. So that's cocked. So we now pull the trigger, and of course that's the sounds of the firing pins. Push the lever over and brake. As you can see, the ejectors work fine. What else is there to go? It's a 3-inch chamber on this gun. Now this gun's very similar to the Silver Pigeon line. This is supposedly slightly better than the Silver Pigeons. It does have the nicer wood. It is older. This became the Silver Pigeon Sporter. They stopped making these. Bit of a, well, guess you could call it a conspiracy. Beretta said they didn't change any of their manufacturing process. Although they could, this gun runs new, it would have run about £1,700. They managed to get their new guns down to about £1,400, and they said they didn't change anything other than the looks. They obviously must have changed something to make it that cheaper price point, but I must say this is a very well built gun and has very nice wood. The wood is much nicer on this gun than on a lot of the other ones of the same model I've seen. And yeah, What else is there to talk about? Like I say, 3-inch chambers, and it will handle just about any lead shot. It'll handle any 3-inch cartridge. Of course, being a clay gun, you're probably not going to put anything heavier than 28 grams through it. Although this, of course, would work for hunting as well. I like to keep the hammers decocked. Like I say, I always put the snap caps in first before decocking the hammers. Oops, and this is an inertia gun. So basically what happens is the first shot goes off, and then the recoil from that will, there's a little, like a, I don't know what to call it, like a little flipper sort of thing inside the gun, and the recoil, so it transfers the hammer to the top firing pin, and the recoil switches over and makes it hit the bottom firing pin. Now that's done by the recoil, so if there isn't any cartridge in there, you may sometimes find that the gun will only fire the top barrel, the bottom barrel, and then you have to switch it over manually to shoot the second barrel. That's just one of the things with the Beretta system. Like I say, it's off the 680 platform, so that covers your 682s, all the other guns in that lineup. So this is very, very comparable to the Silver Pigeons, although this is a lot heavier than the Silver Pigeons. If I didn't mention, it is a 12 gauge model. The ends, you can see the chokes. It does have the mobile choke system, which is their older generation of chokes. Now they have the Optima chokes, and they do make this gun now. This is the 686E. Disappeared for a while when they had and there wasn't a 686E. They then brought it back as the 686E Evo, which is the newer model of this gun. And that's slightly better. It does have the optimal chokes, but this comes with the mobile chokes. It comes with 3 of them. With the gun, you get skeet, which is in the top barrel at the moment. Cylinder bore, which is in the cylinder bores in the bottom barrel. Skeet's in the